For Monaro.
Speaker, I rise tonight to talk about some really important improvements to our public sector workforce in our emergency services for the Monaro electorate. When I came into this position in 2023 again, I started working with Minister for Health Ryan Park about the services available through the ambulance service in the Monaro electorate, and particularly in the Snowy Mountains region. Ryan, the Minister for Health, is a regular visitor to the Monaro electorate, and he understands that there is particular strains on our ambulance services in Monaro. And that's the case because we know there is a big winter influx, but also because we're travelling long distances and because there is a lot of transfers from Jindabyne to the hospital in Cooma, from Cooma Hospital through to Canberra, and Bombala through to Cooma as well. So that meant that Cooma Ambulance Station was spending a lot of time on the highways in between Cooma and Canberra particularly, and there was an important case for increasing the number of paramedics available for Cooma. So I was thrilled just a couple of weeks ago to be able to stand up in Cooma and announce that the ambulance station in Cooma will be getting 17 new paramedics. That means that's more than doubling the number of paramedics that we've had in Cooma. It is the biggest increase in ambulance services that the Monaro electorate has ever seen in one go. And it is really important because the ambulance station in Cooma will now become a 24-hour station offering much quicker service to the people of Monaro, making sure that the big workloads which our paramedics had been bearing in our area are eased, and importantly ensuring greater service for our region. So that's really important, and I want to be clear, this is not just a winter boost, this is permanent, year-round. We will still get the additional paramedics who come to our electorate to service the additional winter business, if you want to call it that, from the snowfields. So this is a massive boost for Cooma, and I'm very proud to be working with the Minns government and with Health Minister Ryan Park to deliver that for the people of Cooma and the region. Now, Mr Speaker, we also have ambulance stations, obviously, in many other parts of the electorate, and Queanbeyan has an ambulance station which, when I came into this position in 2023, the union rightly raised with me that they were struggling with staffing of the station. Being next to Canberra, we were losing a lot of paramedics across to Canberra because the previous government's wage freeze had meant that our paramedics were well underpaid compared to their counterparts in Canberra. I'm really pleased that our significant increase in salaries for the paramedics has stopped that drain, but that it's taken us a little while to build that strength back up in Queanbeyan to what it should be. It is getting there now, but I've been flagging with Minister Ryan Park, and I intend to run a campaign on this in our local area, that the growth in Googong means that we need more paramedics for our community. And that's something which I'll be raising with him now that we've successfully got a share of those 500 paramedics for regional and rural New South Wales coming down to Cooma. I'd like to see some more of those coming to Queanbeyan to cope with the growth in Googong. So I'll be working on that carefully, and of course they'll be accommodated in an ambulance station in Queanbeyan which was built when I was last the member for Monaro. The Cooma paramedics are accommodated in a station which was also built when I was last the member for Monaro, as are the ones in Bombala. Our Jindabyne paramedics will be in a station which we are about to build. So I'm very pleased to be a person who delivers, as local member, those paramedic services to Monaro. Now, the other bit of great news was 4 probationary constables who came into the Monaro local area command in the last graduation from the academy. And what was really exciting about these constables is that they came as part of the local program where you get to stay in your local area. So 2 of them, one was from Jindabyne, one was from Cooma, and they're both going to be serving out of the Cooma station. And one was from Queanbeyan and one from Bungendore. So they'll obviously be serving out of Queanbeyan as they go through their probationary year. It's really exciting to see people, mature people who've come in from other careers who are going to be working and delivering services in communities that they know and understand, dealing with people who know them, and they are likely to stay for the long term in our area. So that's been a really positive part of what the government's done. And the other important thing about people coming in from other careers into the policing is that now that we actually pay people to go through the training, there is more incentive for people to actually come in without losing too much income as they go through the process for their families. So that's a really exciting way that we have reversed actually the shortage that was there when I came back in as member for Monaro, and to a position where we are now seeing the police where they need to be on the streets. Those four are part of 41 probationary constables we've seen coming to Monaro and are part of this government's commitment to the public sector workforce in our region.
I thank the member. I call the Parliamentary Secretary in reply.
I'd like to commend the member for Monaro for his incredible work, and I just know that one of my constituents, the lovely Deb Goodwin, has moved into Googong, so she'll be very happy that you continue to advocate for that great growing population. But the good minister's commitment to the public sector and the work he's done to ensure the public sector gets decent wages in his community, but the result, the number of paramedics, the number of police, and I also know that the security of teachers and nurses with their pay rise is incredibly important to the member for Monaro, and I just credit him for his great work representing his community. Thank you.
I thank the Parliamentary Secretary.